Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Ashley. This is Gnome Holler Yoga. Today we are going to do some poses for the back, like upper back and neck and shoulders. There's not going to be any standing up, so you can leave your socks on and you can basically wear anything that's comfortable that you can sit on the floor with. I'm sitting on the ground cross-legged. If that is not comfortable for you, sitting on another rolled up mat or anything else that will lift your hips up a little bit higher can be useful. Also a bolster, or you can even do a lot of these poses just sitting in a chair. Modify as feels comfortable for you. Okay, so we are going to start actually in child's pose. So child's pose, we'll start on our hands and knees, then we'll take our toes together, take our knees out wide, and let your hips drop back towards your heels and your belly drop down towards your chest and your forehead towards the floor. You can stay there. If that is not comfortable for you, handy yoga blocks behind the butt, between the butt and the heels can help keep your back a little bit more comfortable, or under your forehead also works, or anywhere else that makes you more comfortable. So we're going to start here. Hands can be forward or hands can be alongside the body, whichever feels better for you. Actually, I'm going to bring my hands alongside the body so that I can allow my shoulder, back, body to relax a little bit more. And we're going to start by just relaxing. So we're going to be here in child's pose. If this is just absolutely not a comfortable place for you, go somewhere else. Sit on a chair. Sit with your legs out in front. Go somewhere that you can start off being comfortable. And our eyes are closed and we're just really gonna relax into our bodies, okay? So notice how you're feeling. Allow your breath to move in and out of the body. We're gonna take a little body scan from the top of the head and down the back of the head into the neck and the shoulders, softening as we go. Moving down in the arms to the fingertips, and then back up the arms into the shoulders once more, resting as much as possible, traveling down into the chest, the belly, the lower back, the hips, the thighs, the legs, and the feet. Now, if you're in child's pose, we'll come out by bringing our hands alongside the legs, and we'll just sit up tall, and we'll switch our hips to one side or the other, and find a nice comfortable position. Again, if this is not comfortable to sit cross-legged, please find another way to sit that is comfortable for you. And we're just going to take another moment here, focusing on our breath. Your eyes can be open or closed, whichever feels best for you. So in yoga, we do try to breathe through the nose. So we'll close the mouth and breathe through the nose. And take a deeper breath in, drawing your breath. Close our eyes if you like, or keep your eyes open. We're going to breathe through the nose. And we're going to start to deepen that breath. Feel the breath travel into the upper chest, the rib cage, and the belly when you breathe in. When you breathe out, let the breath travel up and out nice and slowly. Breathing in and out as deep as you can. And now let's let the exhale take a little bit longer. So you breathe in nice and slow. But you breathe out even slower, taking your time. A little bit more with the exhale. And again, inhale, nice and slow. And exhale, take a little bit longer. Even more. And one more time. Of course, we're doing this with our mouth closed through our nose if we can. Taking your time with your exhale. And then when you're ready, just come back to something a little bit more natural. Good. Now open your eyes if they're closed. Again, this is perfectly okay to do in a chair. We're going to start by moving our necks. So we're going to take our right ear. I'm going to mirror you. So right ear to right shoulder. Notice the left shoulder. Try to keep it down and relaxed. The left hand can be laying in your lap on your leg, or you can stretch it out to the side, adding a little extra feeling into the left arm. And if that adds too much, just bring it back. Good. Lifting the head all the way tall and switching sides, so left ear towards left shoulder. Again, we're only going where it's comfortable. We're not pushing. There's no need for feeling of pain. We definitely don't want that. We want a feeling of length on the opposite side and some nice comfort on the side where the ear is moving to the shoulder. If you're wanting to change that arm, reaching out to the side, feel free. And lifting the head up. Now we're going to turn, looking to the right, keeping the shoulders down, sitting tall, looking forward, looking to the left, looking forward, right ear to right shoulder. Now we're going to turn the chin down and look towards the right leg or the right armpit, kind of like you're taking the left ear higher up into the sky. Good. And then bringing the ear back or lifting your chin away from the chest and then lifting the head up. Now left ear towards left shoulder. Now we're going to take the chin down towards kind of your armpit, or you're looking at the left leg. And then we're going to lift the chin up away. So we're kind of moving the left ear back towards the left shoulder and then lifting up. Good. And we're going to tuck the chin to the chest, keeping the shoulders down. And we're going to lift the chin away from the chest and maybe look up. Only go as far as it's comfortable, and you could also do this with your hands behind your head, supporting the head. In fact, let's all do that. So as we lift the chin up, we're going to take the hands to the back of the head, supporting the head to possibly lift up a little higher with the chin, and feel maybe your shoulders open up a little bit. And then go ahead and look forward and take your hands down beside your hips. We're going to put our right hand down. We're going to lift our left arm out wide and reach it up into the sky, and then drape it over towards the right. And you can keep your gaze looking forward. You could look up at the left hand, only if it feels comfortable for the neck. And swaying over to the other side, we're putting the left hand down. We're reaching the right hand up into the sky and then over towards the left. And we can look up, forward, down, wherever feels good for our neck. Now we're going to move with the breath on this one. So lifting up, inhaling, exhaling, stretching over to the side. Lifting up, inhaling, exhaling, stretching over towards the side. We'll do two more. Inhaling up, one on each side. Exhaling over. Inhaling up. Exhaling over. And we're going to end up at the center, reaching up. Now, I know you can't see my hands, but they're just reaching up into the sky. Now we're going to twist towards our right leg. So we're going to take our left hand, put it on our right leg, put our right hand beside or behind us, and we're going to just turn our body towards the right. And we're not using our arm to yank us. We're just gently turning in that direction. You can do this with your legs out in front of you. You can do this seated in a chair. You could have your knees tucked, your feet tucked underneath you, whatever works best for you. And of course, when we move into each pose, we always continue our breath. If it ever feels like we need to hold our breath, that's your body's way of telling you, hey, let's come out of that pose a little bit. Now we're going to come back to center. We're going to reach those hands back up into the sky. And we're going to turn towards the other side, turning towards the left. Our right hand is coming to our left leg. Our left hand is coming beside or behind us. Our heart is shining to the left side of the room. And this is your reminder, as it is mine, to relax the shoulders and sit tall. Try not to allow yourself to slump. And we'll come back to center, reaching those hands up. And we'll bring our hands down and together at heart center. And then we're going to just lean back if you're sitting cross-legged and switch the leg that's in front. And yes, it might feel a little weird because we're used to having one leg in front. It's just nice to change it up a moment. And we're going to do some cat-cow seated. So we're going to put our hands on our knees. Again, you can do this with your legs forward or sitting in a chair. So starting with cow by pressing the heart forward, squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other on the back, lifting the chin away from the chest. And then moving into cat by rounding the spine and kind of rolling the back body towards the back of your space. And then moving back into cow, inhaling, lengthening your front body. Exhaling, lengthening your back body. One more in each direction. This doesn't have to be a huge movement. It can be nice and small. Listen to your body. Good. After we stretch into the cat, we're going to sit up tall and we're going to lay our hands on our legs, wherever your legs are, and we're going to just draw circles with the shoulders. So we're just moving around over top the hips, letting the shoulders move around and breathing. And if you want to make this any different, you could drape your head down, really round towards your legs, really open up towards the sky, but you can also just keep it small. Switch direction you're going and go the other direction. Good. And make any adjustments to make this feel good for you. And then we're going to sit up tall. If you want to switch how your legs are, please feel free. We're going to do a little bit of arm stretching by taking our left arm out in front of us, drawing it across the body, taking your right arm. So this left arm is pretty straight. Taking your right arm and just drawing the left arm across the body and closer to you. Trying to keep the shoulder down and sit tall. And if you want to, you can look to the side, but only if that feels comfortable. Let's stretch that arm back out to the side. Let's roll out that hand. If you're rolling it out with me, we're going in both directions. And then we'll float the left hand down. We'll stretch the right hand out beside us, draw it across the body. Our left arm is going to draw it closer, trying to keep the arm pretty straight. Now, there can be a tiny bend in this elbow, but we're not bending the arm and bringing it here. We're keeping the arm straight and really kind of getting that stretch in the back body. Sitting tall. If you want to look away, go ahead. Come back to looking forward. Stretch that arm out. Roll out that wrist. If you're doing that, we're going in both directions. And then let's lift both hands up and shake out the arms. All right, we're going to do eagle arms. So we're going to take our left arm in front of us, bend the elbow. We're going to take the right arm and drape it underneath so that the right elbow right elbow crease comes underneath the left elbow. And we're going to start by just pressing the backs of the hands together. And yes, your hands are going to basically be right in front of your face. All right, so you're looking right at your wrists or your hands. You're finding yourself still sitting tall. And if this feels comfortable, you can draw the elbows, down just a millimeter or more, listening to your body. So we're going to unwind, stretching the arms out wide, maybe give your hands a shake, and we'll switch sides. So the right arm comes in front of you, the left arm comes underneath, and you're going to bring the backs of the hands together. You'll notice, wow, my hands are very different from either with the opposite arm on top. That's pretty normal. And again, we're going to allow ourselves to relax and rest. Maybe letting the elbows drop down or drape down just a tiny bit towards the floor. And just breathing into wherever you're feeling the stretch. Remember, we don't want pain. And then when you're ready, we're opening up wide and we're going to release the hands to the floor and we're going to move now. So we're going to take our legs, we're going to give them a shake, or we're going to bend the knees and let the legs sway side to side, just really releasing the hips for a moment. And if you were sitting in the chair, now might be the time you come out of the chair and meet us on the floor. And if that doesn't work out for you, being on the floor, we're going to do cat-cow. You can stay in the chair and do cat-cow there. So on the floor, we want to end up with our hands underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips. And we've done cat-cow already. We're going to start to this time in cow. Actually, I said cow, but I mean cat. So we're looking down at the floor. We're going to pull our belly in. We're going to let the spine round up, and we're going to tuck the chin in towards the chest. And I invite you to stay here for a moment, pressing the hands into the floor, finding space between your shoulder blades. And if you want some additional movement, you can rock forward and back. You could sway your hips and your head side to side, but you can also just remain still. Okay, we're going to come back to stillness if you are moving. Now we're going to move into cow by allowing the belly to come down, the chin to lift up away from the chest, and we're looking towards the front of the mat. You can also think about taking your tailbone and rolling it up away from the back of your knees so that the whole front of your body is lengthening. And you can again do those nice little movements if you like, any kind of movement here that feels good. Good. And we're going to move back into cat, rounding the spine, pulling the chin towards the chest, pressing the hands to the floor, and then flowing right into cow, inhaling, lifting, and lengthening the front body. One more time in cat, one more time in cow. Making these movements as big or as little as you like. Coming back to something neutral. If you need to shake out those hands, it's always an option. We're going to do a little bit more shoulder stretching. Bending the right arm, we're going to put it down parallel to the front of the mat. We're going to stretch the left hand forward. And I'm just moving back so you can see the left hand. It's going to reach forward. We're going to bring our forehead down towards the right arm. Again, if you have a block, you can put your forehead on the block. It doesn't matter how high, as long as you're getting a nice stretch in the left arm that's reaching forward. So lots of options here. If this is feeling too much in the left shoulder, we draw the hand back towards the body, bending the elbow a little bit. If it's not feeling enough, we're going to really straighten the arm and walk the hand a little farther forward. We want to really keep our hips high so that we're not sitting back here on the heels. The hips are high, staying basically where they were. And we're really finding a stretch all along our left side. And you can move, but really maybe we just breathe into the left shoulder. To come out, we're going to draw the left hand underneath its shoulder. We're going to bring ourselves back up to hands and knees. Any kind of movement in between you can do. And we'll switch sides. Excuse me, block. So we're going to bend the left arm, bring the forearm kind of parallel to the front of the mat. We're going to walk the right hand forward. We're going to drape the forehead down towards the left arm. And now you're getting that big stretch on the right side. My hips didn't really move. I want more stretch. I'm walking the hand farther forward. I want less stretch. I'm drawing the hand back towards the body. I'm breathing wherever it is I am. When I'm ready to come out, I'll bring my right hand underneath me, draw myself back up, and we're going to do both hands together now. So this is our half dog. Our hands are going to walk forward. Our arms are going to be parallel. And then we're going to drape the forehead down in between the arms again. If you can't reach the floor with your head, you have a block, you have a pillow, you have a rolled up blanket, you can place the head there. This can be an intense stretch for the shoulders. If that is you, soften the elbows and draw the hands a little bit closer to the body. If it's not so intense, we can, if you feel comfortable, lift your head up and look towards your fingers. But make sure that you're really listening to your body. Breathe wherever it is that you are. And when you're ready to come out, we're just going to let ourselves sit back on our heels or sit hips back towards your heels, sit up tall, and roll your shoulders out. And you can stick your legs out in front of you. If it's not uncomfortable for you to sit on your heels, you can sit in cross-legged. We have one more shoulder stretch to do. Coming back to hands and knees. So, I'm going to do it this way. So, I'm going to mirror you again. So we start on hands and knees, and we're going to take our left hand and we're going to stretch it out to the side and reach it up into the sky. So if I was doing this facing the side, I'd be reaching that left hand to the sky. You can look up, but we really want to open our heart and reach as high as you can. And then we're going to take that left arm and we're going to draw it underneath us and bring it over towards the right. Bring the left shoulder and the left ear towards the floor. Your hips are going to stay nice and high. You're gonna drape your left ear down. Again, block may be needed here. Blanket, pillow, however it is, it's gonna make this pose more comfortable for you. Now your your right hand, the hand that's not underneath you, you can stretch it forward towards the front. You can reach it up into the sky. You can lay it on your back. You can keep it right where it was. Wherever you are, we're breathing. Good. If your right hand is somewhere not underneath its shoulder, we'll bring it back underneath its shoulder so that you can press back up and open up to the side one more time. And then bring your left hand down. If you want to do a cat-cow in between, feel free, and we'll do the other side. So right hand up into the sky and threading the needle, bringing the right hand underneath you, bringing your ear and shoulder to the floor. Whatever you did on that first side, maybe you do that. Same thing on the second side with the hand that's not underneath you. But it's more important for you to feel comfortable. So if this shoulder doesn't want you to move it too much or doesn't want to be up in the sky or back on your back, then leave it right there, even if you did that on the other side. And then to come out, left hand comes underneath left shoulder. Come back to hands and knees, cat-cow if you like, and we're going to come out. So we're going to sit on our heels. We're going to shift our weight to one side or the other. We're going to bring our legs out in front of us. We're going to bend our knees. Bring your hands behind you for support and just let your knees sway left and right. And we're going to lay down. So you can also sit in your chair because we're getting ready for final relaxation. So for laying down, you could just scoot yourself up and lay down and keep your knees bent. Maybe take your inner thighs and rest them against each other. Another option would be to stick the legs out long, let your feet flop open, and close your eyes here. Allow yourself again to rest or melt into the floor. Letting the body soften as much as possible. Letting the natural breath take over. And staying here. Staying in this comfortable resting place. For as long as you feel comfortable, or as long as you have. And you're welcome to stay. Or if you're ready to come back into the body, you can take some deeper breaths or wiggle your fingers and your toes or And eventually, if you're not in your chair, we'll roll over to our favorite side and rest there. And come to a seat when you're ready. When you arrive in your seat, your hands can be anywhere that you like. We can leave our eyes closed. And I invite you to just turn your mind back inward for a moment and notice how you feel. See if you can hold on to that calm and soft, easy feeling that you have created by moving, resting, and connecting with your body. We'll take one final stretch together by bringing the hands beside us, and then arms out wide and up overhead, allowing the hands to float overhead and press together, and then come all the way down in front of you to your heart, pressing your thumbs to your heart. Tuck your chin now, and then float your eyes open, and we have arrived. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here today and practicing with me. I very much appreciate any feedback. And subscribe and like.